Hello and welcome back to Leaf Blower Revolution. So today we are in the mountain and we have been farming the mountain. This is actually pretty much a direct continuation from where we left off. Unlike when we started, I did not start with any idle. And we know that we must ascend to the new areas, and the only way to do that is with coins. And so we will do the prestige. We will walk through the gates and start our adventure again. And once again, we start over with our mighty paint roller, confused at what has happened. But with so many more coins, we can now buy some much needed upgrades. So we will unlock the converters. I don't think we need the printers with how fast things are going. At least not yet. We will buy auto upgrading trees, and fertilizer, and marketing, and fuel, and ALBs, and leaves. We will slightly increase the power of the converters, which you will see why soon. We will definitely improve our discount because it's very important to save money. And finally, we will add to our platinum and bismuth leaves. I actually forgot because we could have done that before. But it's fine. It's all good. We will buy also some more prestige because will this be the last time? This might be the last time. That might have been a pointless purchase, but that's okay. And we will unlock the two areas. Now, technically, you could skip straight to the void, but where would the fun be if we didn't go through things in progression? So the way this starts, you start out again, just like we did before. Except this time you'll notice it will go a lot quicker. The one thing that it won't unlock is the combo, so we need to buy the combo. And also buy the apple. But as you can tell from the crazy amount of leaves we're getting, that doesn't matter too much. Now we will be viewing the lore, but I want to get us going a little bit here. Get things moving along so that we have plenty. So that when I read, our little leaf blowers will be doing their thing. While we roll the leaves away. And I don't think you can do this on mobile, but at least on the PC version, and this is the Steam version of the game again, that you can do this while you're in the menu. We will find better ways to handle this in the future, I promise. As you've already seen from the automation we've acquired to buy the trees, so we don't have to worry about buying trees or leaf marketing or any of those things. We can just roll the leaves away and get more and more powerful. But now we must go back to the mountain. And we must collect the power of platinum and bismuth. We must strengthen our ALBs once more. And as you can see, this is going even faster. We've already unlocked the cosmic leaves. Where do we descend? Okay, so let's buy some combo buffs. Combos are always important. Get our leaf portal going. But we won't be headed to the leaf portal just yet. Let's buff our ALBs. They do need some buffs. And get them rocking and rolling. The stronger our ALBs are, the less we have to do. Now, one of the strategies to pursue when you're playing this is to use the ALBs to let you farm while you're AFK. So if I got the ALBs going, and basically you can do it about by bismuth leaves. So if you were going to go to bed, and there's certain challenges, I'll make a video about the challenges and kind of go into each one and how you should approach them, especially if you're new to the game. It's really important to understand how the challenges work because that's what screwed me. Didn't really screw me when I started, but there was a lot of information that I didn't have, so I didn't know how to approach challenges and things like that, but we will cover that. There was honestly a challenge that I was going to start this video series on that I did not get to, but yeah. So you can see that in 5 minutes we are already pretty much back to where we were. So every time you prestige, it just gets faster, right? We aren't worried about that. We will buy some extra combo because combo is important. And okay. Now we will go to the next frontier. Space. It doesn't even make sense, does it? We are now in space. Let's. How did we get to space? As I climbed the mountain, clearing the path of leaves, my steps became lighter and lighter as I seemed to escape the earth itself as I floated up into the vast open space. It should have been to my surprise that I should find leaves here, but it did not. I knew that the work must continue, and the leaves must be cleared. Leaves like glowing meteors, dark gray with a glowing sheen like embers, fluttered away from me and my ALBs, who continued to happily encircle me, despite the apparent lack of gravity. I like to talk to them, the ALBs. It's gotten a little lonely out there, and I prefer their quiet contemplation over the hushed whisper I hear coming from the leaves. Crazy Bob told me that he lost some sort of artifact while he was in space. He really needs to consult a doctor about his hallucinations. Oops. So now we are going after the cosmic leaves. And of course, you can see that we are getting many cosmic leaves. We have now unlocked the next leaf, as you can see it right there. What is the next leaf? Where are we going? How did we get to space? I promise you, I will have the answers in the future. I can't even tell you why I like this game so much. It's just hilarious. I don't know if it's the premise of the game or what. Oh, we're getting those cosmic leaf gems. And nope, no, yeah, we don't have to worry about platinum or bismuth. Oh, but we can buff our ALBs, and you know we're gonna do that. Give them extra battery power, and we have a new tool. A rocket engine. All right, let's use our rocket engine. And we are being attacked by birds and space crabs. It is very dangerous up here. And yes, it's going to get... Yes, there's always more. Birds and space crabs. Evil space crabs. Don't forget that they are evil space crabs. Very important. And now that we have unlocked the void leaves, we must continue. We must go to the next place, which is the void. What is in the void? What awaits us? Oh, more cosmic leaves. Skulls! Evil skulls! But let us read about the void. The void. If space was an open and vast emptiness, I have stumbled into some place colder, darker. It's bitter nothingness. It's void. I try and keep my mind straight, but everything is turned around. Between the darkness I see more leaves. They shine through the empty, but with a kind of blackness. Not just a lack of light, but as if they're made of something that the light hates, something that the light flees from. I push away these umbral shadows as fast as I can, but they continue to encroach. My mind plays tricks on me. Ghastly apparitions assault me through the void. I blow them away like the leaves, but soon I hear their cackles behind me, unseen in the dark. I feel my grip on sanity straining, my connection to the before tenuous. I chase the leaves further and further into the darkness, hoping to find a light, but... So there is one thing I will dispute about this. Black leaves cannot be something that the light hates. The color black absorbs all light. So these should be evil, all light-absorbing leaves, not light-hating leaves. Light-hating leaves would actually be an extremely bright white, because that would chase all the light away, and they'd be extremely bright and hard to look at. You know, but black leaves actually absorb all the light, and they should be radiating some heat. Though granted, in space, it's hard to actually Uh, well, this is the void, which is I'm going to assume this is deep space. It's actually much harder to radiate. You would think space is cold, but the issue actually is without oxygen, or without, sorry, not oxygen, without an atmosphere, there's no good way to expel heat. So the only way you can lose heat is through radiation. It can't, that's the only way. And actually, radiating heat is a rather slow process. I learned this actually the hard way. The hard way. Yeah, like I went to space. I'm secretly an astronaut or something, and I'm running this small-time YouTube channel. No, I mean, I thought that, because space is cold and empty, that it would be very easy to dissipate heat, but it's actually really hard. And I learned this from, was it the James Webb Telescope? Maybe. I don't think it was. I think it was the space station. Because I thought, like, keeping the space station warm would be really hard, but it's actually pretty easy to keep the heat inside. Because you have to actually, to lose heat, you can only lose it through radiation. You can't lose it through convection. So I don't know where I learned that, but that's, yeah. So these black leaves should be very warm because they absorb all the light and the heat of the light, and it's very hard to lose heat in space. So, yeah, for whatever that's worth to you. Yeah, it's similar to how the moon is like, I don't know, super hot in the sun and super cold because there's no atmosphere or anything. You just get the full force. Yeah. So, hey, if I'm wrong about the physics of black leaves in space, please say something in the comments because I'm only an armchair physicist. So let's see what our void leaves got. Void apples. Yeah, we do need to eat the void apples. And what are red flasks? Red flasks can be used for science research, which are created with the converter. Well, we did unlock the converter. Let's look at this. Oh, we can convert leaves to other leaves. So let's start doing that. And now we can make red flasks. Okay. Science. The voices from just beyond my vision, the ramblings are dark, terrible things. They try to corrupt my mind, to sow chaos into my being, but then a whisper through the madness. It's not the whisper of a loving mother, but the whisper of droplets falling during the rain. It weaves a tale of everything, the cadence of life and the rhythm of the universe. It's hard to follow all a bit too much, but there's a spark in my mind. In my mind's eye, a room appears before me. While my body is obscured in the preternatural. What? Preternatural? My mind walks through the doorway of a simple room, lined with nothing but unadorned wooden tables and uninspired cabinets. Fluorescent lighting dripping from the fixtures on the ceiling. The whispers continue in my mind, and I know I need to comprehend their teachings. I realize there is a single leaf resting on top of a table. Was that there before? I lift it by the stem and examine it. Lively green webbed by symmetrical veins, 7 tips along its circumference, but there's something else. I pick up the magnifying glass next to me. When did I put that there? And peer at the leaf's waxy coating. I tear off a piece and, without question, place it under on the microscope slide, my eyes darting to the lens to see the structure of the leaf's capillaries, pores, and cells. My mind is in trance. I'm leaping from basic examination to advanced biological chemistry in mere moments. I pull flasks and burners from the cabinets, distilling the essence from the leaves that appear before me. Centrifuges sit alongside alchemical transmute diagrams as I pass between the realm of science and into the next, my mind filling with the knowledge of the leaves. But it's all hints, notes, and scraps. This is only the beginning. I learn how to create more leaves, how to process leaves into more complicated form. One innovation leads to the next, a cacophony of intellectual metamorphosis until a dead end or a fork in the path. So now we will begin with science. And as you can see, the first thing you can do is buy a new flask. Where does this lead us? Nobody knows. But we are flasking. Oh, and I forgot. There we go. We can now have more leaves, even more leaves, while we continue our alchemy. And boy did I butcher that word, but that's okay. I'm allowed to struggle with words. Alright, so the goal here is we need to save some coins, but we do need to improve our converters because they are very inefficient. And I sadly don't think we can do much more conversion than this. Let's buy one more here, yeah. Basically, we're broke again. But you can see that we take in 1,000 leaves and we produce 588, and that is a terrible conversion rate, just so you know. But we have no choice. We will start making the green flasks. We will buy some efficiency, and then we will make more green flasks. What does it all mean? Nobody knows. But we must get to the bottom of this. What is after the green flask? Blue flask. Will they have the answer we seek? What answer are we seeking? Why is anything anything? I don't know where we are going, but I know we must continue. And we will get magenta flasks. Every step will bring us closer to the truth of the Leaf Kingdom. Where are we going? Nobody knows. We have ascended or ascended into the void, which sounds like it should be descended into. But we have ascended into it. Where does this leave us, though? What truths can we uncover? Why is anything anything? Alright, so I am going to look at some of the previous steps and see if we can maybe improve some of the things here. Because we are hitting quite a hard bottleneck here. Hopefully, with a little improvement. Our leafing can be even stronger. Getting closer. It does take quite a bit of science to reach parity here. In fact, there is an upgrade that can help us with this. Oh. My, we have new things unlocked. I'm just not sure what I want yet. So we will. I would like to get this converter output. That's what I was looking at. But there are other gem upgrades that are probably more useful. So we will overcome this the long way. Plus, I'm trying to keep this because, like, if you started, you probably won't have this many gems. You know what? Are there any new things in the... No. No new things in the gem shop. How disappointing. That's okay. Have we reached parity? Yes, we have achieved parity. Okay. So hopefully we can kind of improve our processes here. Make things more efficient. Yeah, this part is a little slow, but you'll see. It's a little bit of micromanagement of your chemistry lab. But it's all for a greater understanding. You'll see. You will see where this is headed. What does it all mean? We will find out on the next time on Dragon Ball Z. No, we are going to find out tonight. We will find out where this all leads. What it all means. Why is anything anything? Well, that was something. Somebody was trying to stop us from uncovering the secrets. And you can see we're doing much better at our conversion rate. It takes a little bit of play back and forth. And now we are ready to go to orange. The orange flask, will they be the bottom? Where does it all end? That's always the question, right? Where does it end? We're about to find out. Because we will make the orange flask. Where does the orange flask take us? But to another flask, the black flask, representing the void of the void leaves. Oh, and just so you guys know, if you are actually playing this, there are some easy achievements we can get. I almost forgot. I will show you where they are now. And yes, this even has merchandise. So clicking all 7 of those gets you 7 easy achievements for a bunch of free gems. So this I forgot. Would help you get to the point where you could actually get closer to buying your own tools, because that was 35 gems right there. So I think I actually covered buying the tools at this point. Oh, I forgot to buy our laser. Zoop. Lasers are excellent at eliminating leaves. See? They are deleted. But now back to our orange flask. We will unlock the black flask, of course. And we will further refine our efficiencies. But where does this all lead? That is the question, right? Where are we going? Where does this end? I promise you, we will find the answer. And you can see how much more efficient we're becoming with every step of the scientific process. And yes, the first time through this is actually a little bit tedious. Oh, wait. We actually hit parity there. We can start here. So we must improve our blue flask yield. Now, increase converter count increases the 1 for the entire chain, and the output actually increases what output. So this increases what everybody can make, so that's why, and this reduces everybody's cost. I don't know if I covered this. So that's why you kind of advance the chain to get more production out of, more efficiency and more production out of those two. And then you increase the output to kind of hit parity so that you can see how much closer we are to having parity between these. So to kind of smooth out the output. And again, you're probably like, damn, this is probably more tedious and less engaging than the other game, but come on, we're making progress. Just you'll see. You'll see. Actually, I need to do one thing, and we will have parity here. Okay, now we should have straight up parity with magenta, which is great. Smoothing out the entire pipeline. But where does it all lead? Where are we going? Nobody knows. Nobody knows where this takes us. But we must traverse it to understand where we have come from. What is this? Enter the Big Leaf Crunch portal to restart your blowing adventure with some BLC coins. All upgrades will reset except the 2-star shop. Oh. So we found yet another portal. But that's not the end. That's only the beginning. Okay. We are going to do it. We are going to continue to advance the science. We must know. We must understand. Okay, and once again we have improved the chain. But where does this lead us? I will show us. We will understand the depths of science. What are these new flasks? The strange flasks. That is where we must go. So at this point, we should be able to kind of smooth out the entire process. This is a little clunky the first time. You'll see. You'll see. I feel like I say that a lot. You'll see. You'll see. But I promise, like it's all leading somewhere. At least this was enough to amuse me. And maybe you all insult me for liking this game in the comments. That's a risk I take as a YouTuber. That's a risk I take. Like, why are you playing this game? And the answer is because I enjoy it, goddammit. And I honestly don't know that what I'm doing is the best way to do it, but this is the only way I could find it to be tolerable. Is to kind of slowly work through, reach parity with everything. And it takes a bit. But when you at least reach parity, it's a little bit easier to keep the chain going. And the smoother the chain operates, you'll see, the more and more you accumulate. Like, see how this guy's almost maxed. But red has it easy. And when you do have ones that have reached parity, it's better to increase the output so that everybody along the chain moves a little bit further. Doom, 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 doom. And we are buffing our leaves. Oh, you know what? I guess we could probably... Yep, we could buy that. Let me buy some combo here. No, we aren't even done with fertilizer yet. I do feel bad because whenever I say we'll see, it's like the game should be fun on its own, right? Like you shouldn't have to see it. I'm just asking for a little bit of patience. I don't know if I wanted to start black again just yet. We're so close on orange. Alright, we'll start. And we're going to go do the full chain now. Or at least we're going to do the chain up to the last part. It's going to take a minute. But you can see the struggle that is orange. Oh, we are so close. And again, I don't know if this is the most efficient way. I imagine most people that were doing this would probably buy the gem upgrade, depending on how many gems you have. It's not really necessary. It's only really beneficial the first time through. But let's see where this ends up with us. Okay, we have achieved parity, so we just need one more. Geez. Yeah, that took a lot, didn't it? I actually want to grab this extra converter. At this point, we need all the help we can get, right? But much smoother progression here. And we're basically one upgrade away from having everything run nice and smoothly and efficiently. Except for the last one. The strange flask is at the end of the chain. We'll find out soon, hopefully. And again, I don't know if this is the most efficient way. It might be I overinvested. Because it certainly seems like it took a long time, but it always takes a long time the first time through. Oh, we maxed out our leaf blower achievement already. And gold and platinum. Oh, wow. But we're getting ready for something much bigger. I bet after seeing those bots, you're wondering where's our bot for this, but yeah, it'll come. And wow, okay, we got 9 out of 9 at everything now. Of everything. Of the first. This is basically what I would consider early game. Where we're about at right now. Just about the end of early game. And it does take a little bit longer in the main game, but if you know what you're doing, really not that much longer. Oh, damn. How much? Okay, 206. Okay. And there we go. We got our first strange flask. All right, let's go. This is the most important upgrade. Because the C++ improves the efficiency of every link in the chain. And that's why I was wondering if I should have done that first. Oh, well. You know, well, I mean, should have done it first. Like, if I spent too much time upgrading the chain, I don't know. I really don't know the optimal way to progress through the sciences. It's always kind of I kind of wing it each time and get different results each time because I wing it. Oh, I've placed the glowing mote in one of the cabinets. I can still feel it pulling me, but I know that will only delay my experiments. The storm of science continues, but it feels wrong now. Maybe not wrong, just not new. My experiments require more and more leaves, the conversion process distilling a seemingly infinite supply of leaves into mere drops where I require a flood, no, an ocean. My mind thirsts for revelation, but all my findings slowly decrease to nothing. There must be more that I'm missing. From the back of my room I hear a twisting doorknob, and then the faint creak of hinges. I turn to see an open door, plain and unassuming. Through the door seeps a darkness, kept at bay by the flickering lights. As I stand in the doorway, I know that my quest for knowledge is only just beginning. I step through the door and hear it shut behind me. But as you can see, the entire chain is improving now. Production has increased a lot. But the issue, of course, is still this. So we need to get some more efficiency. And let's get some extra converters and get some more output. Efficiency really, well, that was a big chunk. That was a lot of increase in efficiency, which is really important. And you can see we now take 2,000 and produce 7,000 leaves from where we started. So that's a big upgrade. Oh, we got more. All right, we'll max this out. And let's get some more output. So now we are at our efficientest for now. So we take in 2.6, and generally we output between 14 and, at the lowest, 8. Oops, I didn't need to, well, it's not a big deal. Trying to stay focused on mostly improving our throughput here. That's the biggest thing at this point, improving the throughput of the chain. And we're doing a great job everywhere up the chain except with black. Black is the hardest one because, of course, the conversion rate for the last step is huge. We make 10K, we have to consume 200K. Of course, we'll eventually have a much better way of smoothing that out. But for now, we must increase our production. Must increase production. Jeez. It's actually taking longer where I want us to get than I thought it would. That's okay. We will overcome. Because we must open the door. And yes, if you notice, I didn't immediately crunch because one big leaf coin is not very much coin. So yeah, I would not expect you to immediately crunch here. And really, black is really in a hard place because there's no real good way to increase his throughput. And we could get 600,000 coins, but do not do that. You will see why very soon. Okay, now we can unlock. Where does this take us? Where did the door open? It opened to the abyss. What is in the abyss? My footsteps echo through the vast openness surrounding me, my feet gliding along an invisible floor in a room of undeterminable size. Around me fall ordinary leaves, gathering in soft green piles. I reach down and pull out something strange, something different. It's a leaf, that much is sure, but it feels unplaceable, like it exudes a force that I can't comprehend. I let the leaf fall from my hand to begin to clear the piles, pushing them into a fading nothingness on the outskirts of this curious place. As I continue, I gaze around, finding nothing but leaves of my own thoughts. Why am I here? What is there to learn in the deepest corners of my own psyche? What possible knowledge could possibly grow in nothingness? As if to answer my question, my foot connects with something small along the ground. I shift my eyes to see a pebble, light green. As I pick it up, I find that it's actually a seed. A strange seed for sure, a seed I had never seen the likeness of before, but a seed nonetheless. I turn to the door to my room, ready to dissect the specimen in my palm and find its inner workings, yet my feet don't move. The thought of desecrating this seed, it sends a wave of disgust through my body. I turn away from the door and instead drop to one knee. I push my hands into the invisible floor, disappearing as if they were swallowed by the earth, and create a small pit. I let the seed roll from my palm and land in the hole, then push dirt over it, wiping it from my view. I stand and wipe the specks of nothingness from my palms. Nothing to show for my act except a sense of good. Maybe it's just good karma, I think to myself. And so that is the abyss. Where does the abyss lead? We will soon know what to do with these leaves that we have encountered. And soon we will discover the purpose. We are very close. Close to unlocking the new leaves. And now we have unlocked the exotic leaf, so we must go to the abyss. This just does not do. We need more power. Yes, let us try the power of an air compressor. Yes, this will blow away the leaves. Oh, this is what I save coins for. Okay, we only get 2 exotic leaves, but it's better than 0. And you might ask, what are these exotic leaves? But of course, the exotic leaves have a new shop, and let's look at the shop. They give us the farming certificate. We will get into that. But they also give us BLC++ and more BLC. And that's why we're really here. And these leaves are very heavy leaves. Heavier than gold, bismuth, platinum, and even void leaves. They are the heaviest leaves we've encountered so far. And you can notice our ALBs are just like not really doing a good job. That's okay. We at least get many leaves every time we blow them. About 1 million apiece. And soon all will be revealed. All will be revealed. Billions of leaves. Alright, so we are going to unlock some BLC points here because you definitely don't want to do the big leaf crunch with just 1 coin. No, no, no. Oh, and we will go through and buff our conversions. This is actually the first place where the ALB is really can't do much. They want to, but they can't. And I probably bought the wrong upgrade, but that's alright. Things are about to drastically change for the better for us. And we will continue our assault on nature. And what seems to be unnature. Okay, now what are we at? Let's get a little bit more than 30k. We are getting close to our first big leaf crunch. And then I will walk you through... Oh, I forgot to buy something in the shop. I can't believe that. AOBs love fruit. How irresponsible of me, because they should be picking up the fruits. And before we crunch, though, we will look at the seed shop. And I will explain seeds to you. But we are about to... When you do your first BLC, Big Leaf Crunch, that's really what I would say the end of early game is. You're starting on mid-game, which mid-game basically is punctuated by a lot of Big Leaf Crunches. And remember, it's better to crunch... Oh, what? Did I not have all the fertilizer, I guess? Yeah, well, that was kind of a waste. That's fine. We'll get one more, I guess. And this puts our crunch at. That's probably was. We probably should have just crunched right away. I didn't realize. But first, we're gonna go to the seed shop. So what these do is every time you get a seed, you get 1%. So this is 1%. Every additional seed you buy is an additional percent. So if we get a leaf seed now, we get 11% of our current leaves. It's important to buy that before you crunch because you're going to lose all your leaves anyways. But if you notice, this is a 2-star shop, so this won't get reset. So you can at least start off. Now I think you have to actually unlock the seeds again at this point. So you have to make it back to exotic leaves. But you will start off once you get that unlocked with the ability to get seeds, which is very helpful in getting extra leaves. Very, very helpful. So let's collect our gems. And wait, have I been... Well, we'll get one more because I accidentally... Yeah. And let's make sure we have emptied the shop out. Very important. And let's do our crunch with 33,000, which is actually a fair amount. You probably get away with at least 10,000. I probably crunched too late. So as you notice, we did lose all of our coins. But that's the price of the big leaf. That also wiped out our coin shop. But let's read about the big leaf crunch. The whirlwind in the laboratory of my... Wait, I'm not moving. Okay. Wait, did I? Yeah. We have to read the lore. The whirlwind in the laboratory of my mind ceases. I stand there, bewitched and moving for the first time in what seems to be after eons and only a moment. Before me in a squat glass beaker sits a point of light. It undulates with color, swift pulses of yellow and green, before collapsing into a black mote again. This wasn't where my experiments were leading. This doesn't feel like I'm closer to the answer I seek. Yet I can't help but reach my hand out. The pulse quickens as my hand approaches. But I am not afraid. It seems to slowly drift towards my outstretched finger. Then everything goes white. Well, it's that time of year again. The leaves are starting to fill up the yard, so I've been out there getting rid of what I can. It's the strangest thing, though. The more leaves I seem to get rid of, the more I find next time. And I'm plagued by the worst case of deja vu. Like I've been here before, but they're just leaves, nothing special about them at all. And yet I can't seem to pull myself away from clearing them. So, that is the first phase. So let's see what we got. Now we did get Prestige plus 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 plus, so it's 200% a level. You know, let's actually buy some of this stuff. So let's get the ALBs going at least while we go through this. They're a little slow, but that's okay. Actually, there's actually an upgrade we're going to buy real quick for our ALBs. And it is ALB tools for 3 coins. So now they have air compressors too, and that helps them tremendously. So let's get them out on the field so we can kind of, yeah, have both of this going at once while we go through the new shop. Okay. The area teleport pot. That sounds neat. Let's buy that. Anyways, let's go back to the start. Prestige plus 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 plus. We do want to get some of this. Probably don't want to go over, say, 100 coins because we only have 33,000. But 100 coins, we'll go to 9. Not a big. We'll go to 10. Not a huge investment. This only increases our BLC points by 1 per level. But you know what? We will invest 100 coins into it. More converter yes, we need this. You saw how slow the transistors, the conversions process was. That speeds it up tremendously. And increases the output. Yes, we also need that a lot. We'll start with 100 there. We'll get 1 point in better printer rank. Printers aren't really something, I mean, they're nice at the start of the game, but we have such a bonus right now. And again, we're going to get an even bigger bonus to every leaf. We're going to put that much in there. And fruit magnet, we'll grab that. And what the combo, I usually upgrade this to match this so they're the same cost. And nuclear apocalypse, of course we need that because you could tell we were really struggling there. And of course more gems, this just gives us increases the daily reward. So that's, again, 1 coin, it's a no-brainer. Coin upgrade bot, science upgrade bot. This purchase, remember the science grind? This automates the science grind. So that's a huge upgrade, and it makes that whole science part much quicker, along with how we improved our converters. So those are 2 big upgrades. We don't really need bigger bags, but I'll buy it for 10 coins. Okay, that's about all we can invest in now. So we'll buy some extra prestige. We're definitely going to increase our converter output because, as you saw, that was a huge bottleneck. And we're also going to increase our Master of Leaves and what the combo. And we'll get more converter output. And we'll go ahead and buy some better printer ink. We'll buy 1 superfruit. But that's all the upgrading we can do now. And as you can imagine, the progression is just like we did before with the coins. We are going to have to crunch again. Get some more ALBs on the field. Get some leaf combo going. Yeah, now we're gonna get some money, some leaves, some gold leaf money. And so now you can really see it start rolling in. And now we're gonna go straight to the void. And again, the goal is to get sorry, I'm buying everything. We gotta get our ALBs rolling again. Okay, now they're going. Now they're thinking with portals. There they go. Now we're now we got some power. But you'll notice we're stuck. We don't have our converters because they are a prestige shop upgrade. So we just have to, and now we have 4 million coins, so we have to prestige again. And now, though, with all these extra coins, we are going to be ready to rock and roll. And we will buy the printers and the trees, and let's get the automation going. Now we're ready to rock. And fruits really aren't worth upgrading. So now that we have converters, and that won't auto start until you get an upgrade, but we can start converting, get things moving for the new leaves. So we're going to warp to the void. I forgot to turn our teleport bot on. Do I have it on? Now it's on. And now we're going to start buying some upgrades. And you always have to remember to, until we get some better upgrades, to come in here and turn the combo on. Because we need to be what the comboing. Because that's some combo we got going. And again, with those basic auto buyers, there's only a few things we have to worry about grabbing. And now you know where this is headed. Buy some converters. And I don't want to. Well, we can kind of spend all our coins at this point, I think. We won't have crunchy coins yet, so we might as well burn them all. Burn them all on upgrade discount. We're not going to crunch it. We're not going to prestige again, so. And really, the name of the game is more converter output, because that's what's going to drive our efficiency. And as you can already see, we're already efficient enough to do this. Vastly improved from last time, and it's also like 3 times as fast. In fact, it's so fast, you actually should come in here and help the Autobot out, because he's terrible at making purchases. Because it's very important you get those unlocked right away, especially the discounts. And yeah, very important you come in here, and for the same reason. Because the bot is a little bit slow. I mean, you can speed it up later, but I just want to help it out and get it rocking and rolling. Because it likes to do things like buy all leaves, which to me, that's like really low priority when you're starting out. It's way more important to get the total conversion up. And yeah, just look at the difference. Now we're outputting 224 black. In fact, we could probably do this for a second. Got a couple more upgrades here. Alright, maybe not. But yeah, the output is vastly improved from the first time. Then we're actually ready to go here to void leaves. I mean, exotic leaves. And yeah, with the extra power nuclear fuel and stuff like that, you can now see that we are just clearing this place out. And plus our extra combo, and look at how much more we're getting for these leaves. We're already up to 200 and something billion for these leaves. And our crunch is going to be even bigger already, almost 100,000. So that's about where I'm going to call it. This kind of covers like what I would consider is the first part of the game. If you notice, the next area, we need 1,000,000 BLC. So it's basically just a repeat of what you've been doing. There are some good upgrades you can get along the way that really change the tediousness of it, and I will cover those real quick before we go. Auto Crunch Bot is basically obsolete. Well, not. It depends. It depends. All right. But it is better to do what's called, if I can find it, offline crunches, which is you need to buy. You can't just buy this. You can't just buy offline BLC for this and think you're going to get anything. You need to get one crunch at least, and then you get that. And that really does change the efficiency of your crunches. Now, there are some gem shop upgrades that help with this part too, because see, you can buy an offline crunch here for 450 rubies, and obviously you keep that through any of the prestiges that are in the game right now. And there's a similar thing for MLC. You can also buy triple BLC coins and triple MLC coins now. We could have increased the converter output. This is something I probably would really recommend if you have extra gems. I just didn't do it just to show you what it's like the first time. And there's more seeds than offline seeds. Offline seeds are nice because you get random seeds while you're offline. But really, if you had lots of gems like I do, what you would be looking to buy is possibly BLC times 3. I'm on the fence because that's still a lot of gems for where we are in the game. I have no way to create gems. So that's why I haven't bought anything. Oh, I didn't even notice that this was here. I don't know when this showed up. That's actually huge, 50k per level. Yeah. Yeah, I might just I think we're going to buy that. Just one of those should vastly accelerate where we're at. We do have 22 season gems left, but the important thing is to spend your season gems where they help you go along faster. So now our crunch is 2.35 million. So, and whoops, I almost forgot. Let's make sure we buy our seeds. You want to make sure you buy your seeds as you go so you don't lose, you don't want to leave, if you're going to lose those anyways, you don't want to leave anything on the table, right? Let's buy some extra here. Okay, we can't buy a seed. Maybe I should have bought a seed. Actually, we're really close. We'll buy a seed real quick here. Just so we have one for the exotic leaves, and there we go. And now we're going to crunch again. Wow, that season gem thing, that's huge. I wish it actually lit up when it had new options. So again, we're going to just start over, but this time, I can actually buy some good upgrades this time, because now we have 2.36 million. That's a huge difference. So we will buy this, and now we have basically an offline BLC crunch bot. Now I could have bought the new area, but we will save that, and we will buy Crunchy coins. What Crunchy coins does, and we're going to buy that, the priority device. I'll get into that into the next video. What Crunchy coins does is it will let us keep the coins we have left over. So the next time we actually do the crunch, we will keep those. If we do a prestige, the first prestige, which is this, those coins we will be able to keep. So let's see, let's increase our converter output. Oh, I didn't even do printers. Yeah, printers are sort of limited at this stage of the game. Eventually they become good later, but really what we need is more master leaves and combo. And okay, we're going to do one more loop, and I'm going to show you how much faster it is this time. Now again, if you're really good, you learn how to use these keys here, which I have not been good at. Because you can actually use the hotkeys and accomplish so much more than being a clicker like I was. Now, in terms of combo, I don't know which is better, max or multiplier. I just buy whatever's cheaper usually. I'm sure there's a much better way to spend stuff than I'm doing. Whoops, I didn't mean to do that. Because I don't know the optimized process for everything yet. Even though I've been playing the game for a bit, like, yeah. I do know some things, like the prestige process, when you should prestige. But, I was trying to show you more of the early game than rather do a completely optimal run. We can always cover those later. And there's a lot of things I do want to cover. And we are already back at Void Leaves. And again, we can't afford the flask, but whatever. Or, not that we can't afford, but we crunched it away. So this actually leads to a new strategy that we're about to employ. Okay, so we have to do one last crunch, but the next crunch we will actually keep our coins. So, let's do it. So now we will have 6 million coins, and we will actually keep these, so we don't want to spend them all like we did last time. We want to spend some of them, mainly on things that we know we're going to use, like this. We need those, these, the upgrades. Of course, we'll do the converter counts when we get there. Actually, we don't need to wait until we get there. So generally what you do is you spend about 1,000th, but I think we can spend a little more than that. So I think we're okay to go to, like, probably about that. Want to have some left over, but we're not going to super crunch, I don't think, right now. Especially since we already have offline crunches unlocked. The key at this point is just offline crunch, not do those crunches. Okay, we need to spend some of this. Again, we'll let most of that be covered by the conversion. And we don't have the converter start, the auto start bot yet. That's why those haven't started. But you can already see how much better our efficiency is with the conversions here. And we're going to be ready to just rock and roll right out of the gate. And we did get our first seed there. It was only 13 million. Okay, I guess you don't have to unlock it to get the seeds. So that's something. And we haven't even bought combos yet. Alright, well that's going to change things pretty quick. Get the combos rolling. Yeah, this is what happens. You start getting so much stuff so quickly. And that's the thing. It just keeps getting faster and faster. If you do your crunches right. Every time becomes faster than the last. Which is why the automation becomes, like, more and more important. And that was our second big crunch. Then you can see the seeds starting to pile up, which is good. And have we unlocked the exotic? Yes, we have. We can warp there. And yeah, this video is a bit on the long side. But yeah, you can just see us tearing up. If you look at the crunch, we already have a 1.7 million crunch, which is really good. And if you look at our stats, we have stats here, and we have offline rewards. And we're already up to 26,000, but that's, yeah, when you can do a crunch for 2 million already, that's kind of not so great. But we will stop here for now. So once again, thank you for watching. Please like and subscribe to support the channel. If you have any questions, please say something in the comments. I do always look forward to your questions. And thank you again. I hope you have a great day.